mean, this guy's cool. He's like rainbow.
These colors are terrible.
What is it, iridescent?
Gross. There's no one else that looks good. No, it's ugly. I'm furious with you right now. It's bad. You know.
No, I think it's a cute one.
It's not. Okay, so here's that figure I always talk about in my videos. James from AVGN talks about it all the time, and it's just really cool to see it on a table like 20 years after I ever got it. It's just really, really awesome. I love this fucking toy. Everyone else seems to know this one. I never really understood why they gave him lipstick though. Wait, who the hell is that? Yes. Yeah, yes. Yes, yes. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. No, 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 oh no. Okay, now we're in the Zilla section with all the well-known characters like Razor Fang and Spikejaw and Grapple Gear, Matthew Broderick, and there he is himself. He's like, please buy. Please, please buy. I need you to buy this stuff. And of course, there's Double Blast O'Neill. It sounds like a porn star name, but that's fine. I don't even know who this is. I don't remember anything about Zilla. And Hammerfoot. It's kind of like Littlefoot from Land Before Time. $30. No.
Did they get cute?
Yeah, you look pretty cute, I guess. But you know what make you cuter? Hold this. There you go. Oh, look how cute you look. Oh, you look so cute. Oh, look how cute you look. Oh, Spoderman, you've seen better days. Holy shit. Kill them all, Peter. What is this Batman? He's so happy to be Batman. He's glad his parents got killed. What the hell? Remember that time Superman looked like that and fought fucking pterodactyls? What are these things? What? Wooly, can you confirm this? This is a predator, yeah? Is this the Cathaga from the Relic as well? Because it really looks like it. Someone told me it was. It looks really similar because it's got the spider face and the weird. But why is the predator making the other movie monster his slave? That's weird. I don't know what the narrative of this statue is. Okay, this poster is super sick. It actually makes a Godzilla 1998 look cool, but he's not even that big though. He's smaller than that statue. Oh my god, and I guess the statue literally getting blasted by like his dick shot because it's coming right from like the nether regions. That's weird, but it's awesome. Yeah, I love this poster. It's sick. It's got all the characters you know from Godzilla. What? I don't remember this kaiju. Yeah. No one seems to mind though. Oh, there's so much Godzilla, my eyes are blurry. I can't buy any more stuff. No, Matt. Buy all the stuff. Your wife isn't here. You can spend all the money. Turn on the TV, babe. Bored. Take it. What? Is this the first channel that's on? Holy shit! Sentai is just on the TV here. This. Whoa! Okay, so we have all the people marching to G-Fest. See all of them? Except it's not at G-Fest. It's at some weird catering con. I don't know, but all it is middle-aged ladies. And right now, all these middle-aged ladies do is gum up the fucking elevator so I can't buy my stupid dinosaur shit. I don't know why they gotta ruin my weekend. This was my weekend. Old ladies, get out. What is this place? Lots of greenery and just... Oh, you know what time it is. seagull display. In their natural habitat, seagulls sit there and don't do anything. I hear PetSmom somewhere. Yeah, Godzilla. There's a little baby Godzilla just laying there.
There's the permanent facing that me with the dogs, like.
Yeah, and there's that guy too. That guy doesn't give a fuck. Nah,
Totally like that dad joke. He's like,
This guy looks like he watched the Danganronpa LP. So of course the zebra pulling in all the crowds. The war still rages within at the beach battle of the flamingos and the seagulls. Many souls were lost that day. And now you see the remnants of both armies. That birds suck though. Lion House! How many people do you think have fallen in here looking for Pokemon? All of them? A few of them? It'd be really great as like kids are like, oh man, I can't wait to find Pokemon. You're in a zoo, idiots! No one showed up to the arcade thing. I'm such a loser. I guess I'll just go home. Oh shit. Oh no, Willie's dead, Willie's dead.
Matt,
What do you want?
you have a second?
No.
Are you sure?
What? Yes, I have a second. Just get out of my face though. Hey Riley, apparently you have something to say. What's that?
Pat and Liam, fuck you. The bean is awesome.
Oh shit! Well, we got Chieisbestwaifu. Do you have anything to say, sir? Send your hate mail to Wooly, the Fallen Angels. It's here for you. And Marshall Masters, it's a double cabinet. Okay, so the thing is that I forgot that fucking the Fallen Angels is goddamn terrible. Yeah, do it, you bastard! Start the story game! I wanna play! No. Oh, eat shit! Okay, so we got fucking SVC Chaos and Neo Geo Battle Coliseum double cabinet. Then there's Fist of the North Star and the Rumblefish 2 and the Crown Jewel, Time Killers and Bloodstorm. Resident Evil Biohazard Code Veronica? The arcade game? Fuck. I've always wanted to play this.
Hey, how was that game?
Oh, it was fucking terrible. Max, are you watching? What is it? Oh, it's Sapo. All right, we're gonna do this. At least it probably has a better story than Phantom Pain. Oh! All right, this is the Children's Center in G-Fest where all the kids come in to do arts and crafts. Not as good as me and Liam, but let's check them out. Okay, we got Ghost. I don't remember him from any. Well, that kind of looks like Manda. The perspective's off, but whatever. That guy looks cool. That's a good OC. Okay, I thought this was Raphael at first. I think he was. Then the kid was like, nah, let's turn him into something else. And then turn him into Bebop. I don't really know. A plus for effort, I guess. Okay, this is awesome. Godzilla. It looks a little like Reptar, but that's fine. Shooting out daggers out of his mouth. That's cool. Godzilla chomping on some trains. Excellent here. It seems like the artist was not really happy with it and scribbled through it. But don't do that. Don't back down, kid. You had potential. All right, this says love, and it shows a picture of some type of horse creature, apparently looking at something. That's interesting. This is pretty good. Peace plus love plus Godzilla. Roar, cough. Very, very clever, very droll. All right, some type of penis monster. I mean, he's cute, I guess. I don't know what this is. Possibly woolly. Could be. I hate breakfast. All right, this is cool. It's like a comic book cover with a high concept. It's Godzilla and / half of Mechagodzilla, I suppose. And it says, take this if you want it. I just might do that. Okay, Gamera shouldn't be here. This is Godzilla-Fest. Gamera should not be allowed. Gamera should get his own fest if he wants some type of Eggo waffle on his chest. Okay, why did you do this on black paper? It's hard to make out, but that's Gigan, I assume. There's Mothra jobbing it up in the background. This could be Godzilla. This is some type of hedgehog. Or that's probably Godzilla, I assume. That's a long Godzilla. It's like long cat, but Godzilla, long cat. Gamera, get the fuck out. What did I say before? Okay, this is this kid's OC named Chicago 2016. That's a strange name for this kaiju, but it's fine. I like his expression. His chest is exploding, perhaps. I don't know. Okay, what? No! Get out of here.
I have an announcement. I have an announcement. I have an announcement. Yeah, wait. No, get out of here. Godzilla. This is adorable.
It is adorable. It's Gee-dorable. Oh, look at him. Oh, I want to get rid of the cats and replace them with this. Oh, it's Godzilla Wars Junior. What? I bet you Matthew Broderick has this in his house. He loves it. In name only. Oh, someone knows. Look at all these nerds. Not like me, though. I'm cool. One came out in 1983 on the Commodore 64, and it was a simulation. It was kind of like, I mean, first of all, the C64, kind of an ancient beast, and the thing with it is that it was sort of like well over people's heads at the time, and one of those reasons why was because, you know, you start off having a franchise, you might want to have it, you know, be about action or something to, like an easy genre to get into. How long is this video running for? Anyway, because I'm waiting for a gameplay clip to show up. But Godzilla on the Commodore 64, basically just a black screen, and Godzilla just kind of wanders around Japan and Japan only, and you basically play as the military. And for whatever reason, it gives you a couple options, like let Godzilla attack or atomic bomb Japan. And as you go through, you can see the population. So right now Godzilla's here. And of course, no one lives here. That's the ocean. That's stupid. So, except for the population is 0. And if you're able to nuke Godzilla here, Godzilla is dead. Okay, then guess no. Now the population is 100 million zillion, right? So
they're all cows.
Grave damage to Godzilla, but unfortunately, 57,827,000 people were killed. That's hardline politics. It was an intense experience, sir. You're not even wrong.
So basically, this is Japan oceanfront building simulator.
Kind of. It'd be really cool if I could just skip to the next video pressing a button.
Science isn't there yet.
Anyway, the next one is Godzilla versus 3 major monsters on the MSX. What's the MSX, you ask? I don't fucking know what it is. It was a Japanese computer. I actually do know. Thank you, nerd. It was a Japanese computer released kind of by Microsoft in Japan. It kind of got into the US a little bit. So 3 major monsters is whatever that green, vague dinosaur was in the last game. And it didn't really look like Godzilla did it. But this is the first one that actually had Godzilla looking a bit like Godzilla. And it was more or less an action game, and as I have eloquently put it, a basic but early example of Godzilla's video game career, because it's like an old arcade game where it's just one screen, and Godzilla just wanders around in a whack-a-mole-like setup where King Ghidorah, Megalon, and a monster I don't even know his name.
Stigar Kluga.
Jeez, would you want to come up here with me, sir?
Probably would.
Yeah, he'll probably do better than me so far. No. It's again a really, really early example, but it's still, a step in the right direction. Whatever that last simulation game was, it was a kind of a mess. Let me just go over here just a little bit. That's what it looks like. Oh. You little cutie. Oh shit, it's Megalon! Watch out! You defeated him.
Megalon, the most major of monsters.
And now there's another Megalon, that's crazy.
An army of Megalons.
So the MSX is an entire system, and I don't think this is quite worth playing yet, but like I said, this is important right here. Because anytime you can get he looks cute. You see him? He's going to turn down a little bit in a second. Walk down! Yeah. Oh, he's not going to, but whatever. It's a strange little game, but it's interesting in its own right. And of course, we have Godzilla Monsters on the NES. This was the first game I ever rented, ever. I went to a local video game store, and I was like, God, there's a Godzilla there, oh my God! And I instantly played it and instantly hated it at the time.
True childhood experience.
But, like I say, it's a charming but flawed time capsule, because you play it now, and you're actually, when you're not a kid, it doesn't kind of go over your head a little bit. Because we'll skip ahead a little bit and we can see just a little bit like that. You start with that chess screen, and as a kid I was like, no, you said Godzilla, not chess! What the hell? And I never got past that screen as a kid. Even though that's just the level selector, I never figured it out. So when I realized that you could do this and fucking tail stomp and really take it to town, I was like, whoa, okay. And then when we played it for Godzilla Week, I was kind of like, okay, well, no, this isn't too bad. It's
Super Godzilla.
It's interesting, yeah. And you can, as most of you must know, you can take Mothra in it as well. And Mothra kind of sucks, but she's able to get over things at least, just like Mothra do. And of course, one of the most important things about Godzilla NES is, of course, the ending. War is over. Godzilla has crushed the invaders from Planet X.
Peace has returned to the Earth after the fierce battle. The wounded monsters, Godzilla and Mothra, are resting until the day they rise again for the sake of mankind. And on devastated Planet X, the message is left for the Earthlings. To our deepest regret, we must admit defeat. This time, we almost won, but we did not know that Godzilla's such a badass. Strong as our original monsters, the strongest force in the universe, never again shall Ghidorah Gigan rise again. Having lost our base, we now embark on a journey nowhere. But Earthlings, save your rejoicing. You didn't win. Our journey will last forever. Planet X fucking rules. It doesn't matter. We will destroy you in the future. We shall not fail. This is our challenge to you. Earthlings, prepare to die. The salt is saltier than Wooly during a fisticuffs.
Got some good hits in.
X hates planet Earth.
They got some good hits in though,
They
right?
got a few good hits in though. And next, of course, we have Godzilla.
The game.
This is kind of a split game because Godzilla on the Game Boy was actually a port of the MSX version of called Gojira-kun. And if any of you are familiar with the Game Boy version, it's kind of a puzzle action game. And it takes kind of a super deformed art style. The Japanese box is quite different, but I like this one because look at it, you know? He's going to be back on Game Boy form, which is always interesting. And it's probably not what people were expecting. This is Godzilla on the NSX. In the dealer's room, I bought a plushie of him that looks a lot like this. Alright, who's this? Say who did you think? And this is the Game Boy version. Yeah. Okay, who's that?
No, it's weird.
Oh, it's Adora! But who's behind him? We're not allowed to know. And Godzilla, of course, has a punching glove. Because, again, Godzilla had that, I suppose.
My Godzilla is so cute.
It's a legit masterpiece if you
I have nothing else to play. That is
nothing else to play. Yes. But again, why start with a puzzle little adventure thing for like, you know, an action-oriented series? So because we're limited on time, because we can't go through everything, skipping like a few more well-known stuff like Godzilla, Super Godzilla. I mean, everyone kind of is familiar with that. Some people are not really familiar with Godzilla 2.
Oh, I played this.
On the NES, which is a sequel in name and name only, of course, because it has nothing to do with Godzilla 1 on the NES. And like I said, a cumbersome sim that went over most children's heads. Why do you ask? Because of not so much that screen, but this screen. Yep. Hey kids, are you having fun? And again, I didn't play this. I didn't play this at the time when it came out. And of course, the lottery system. Tells you whether you're going to hit Baragon or not. Fortunately, you did. Baragon gets fucking wrecked every time. So yeah, War of the Godzilla. I hope we can defeat the King of Monsters. I'm sure it's going to be a tough, long, drawn-out battle. It's going to be really tough, except you just killed them. I don't know. I assume Godzilla shows up multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
A really weird thing, again, you know, except for the NES version, there's not really been like an actual action game, and we're at 1991 now, right when the iron is hot, when America was getting so many new Godzilla movies, right? A thing that I was able to play a bit at Galloping Ghost yesterday is Godzilla for the arcade. This was made by band Presto and was never released except for like, you know, importing the arcade cabinet to America. It was never released in America, never got a home port. And it, you know, it's a shame because it's fucking astounding.
I didn't see that.
So Godzilla summoning meteorites.
Oh, okay.
Why did we get this game on the Super Nintendo?
I don't know, man.
I think Ghidorah's good.
Look how huge he is.
is great.
girthy, turgid.
Who's Ann in the background?
Thunder thighs.
So you go through the game in like that little side-scrolling mode, and now you actually get a little one-on-one fight, which is really awesome. Yeah, air combos, Marvel versus Capcom. So yeah, real shame this never came out in America officially, or got a home port. And it's an interesting game because
That should have been Super Godzilla.
So, yeah, no, totally, I agree. Well, why Super Godzilla and why not that? I mean,
That
the
was
graphics.
so cool.
Yeah, the graphics would be pretty advanced for the time, but real shame it never got out there. And now we have another clip. That's something else. That was a mistake. Anyway.
Do it, you bastard.
All right. So this is Godzilla Kaiju Daikusen, or Godzilla Destroy All Monsters, on the Super Fam or Super Famicom. But it's actually a port of another fighting game, Godzilla on the Turbo Duo, which is an obscure system that really didn't make it out of Japan. And the Super Nintendo version is like, an upgraded port. And it's, again, a real shame this didn't get released in North America officially. You have a large variety of monsters. You have a Super Meter. We played this during Godzilla Week, and me and Willie had a blast on it because there's actual cool things you can do. Both Mothras are dead, or almost dead. There you go. And then Baxter just shows up for no reason. That's crazy.
Mothra with a peanut butter.
And he has a finisher.
That's moth on moth on moth violence. It's even shows up.
It looks fantastic.
It's again really why not? Why can't I get it? Why can't Baby Matt get this? You can even take the Gotengo.
Oh yeah.
The Gotengo has some tech. And Megalon, like a lot of the great Godzilla characters. Theragon is not in this.
0 out of 10.
Oh. So just like the Angry Game Nerd said, why didn't we get this? Why did Nintendo Power lie to us and say this was going to come? So that's Kaiju Daikusen. What else do we have? This is Godzilla Archipelago Shock on the Sega Saturn. I guess they couldn't find their other name, Peninsula Voltage. I don't know what that name means. And as you can clearly see, it is the real-time monster attack simulation. I was at the Angry Game Nerd's place not too long ago recording some videos, and we're about to record this. Yeah, why don't we try this? We never played this Godzilla. Oh, what? It's just another sim where you take control of tanks and you just watch Godzilla wreck.
Yeah, but it's burning Godzilla.
It is burning Godzilla.
Special.
Burning deep in his loins. After that, this is what you actually do up here. You watch numbers tick down. And there you go. The excitement is
The shock.
The shock of the archipelago. I don't understand. But like, why can't this be an isometric moving Godzilla forward and destroying everything? That'd be great, but archipelago shock, it's quite expensive on eBay, I believe, so if you're a collector, like, you can definitely try getting it, but it's very confusing to play because it's all in Japanese, a lot of menus. So yeah, another simulation, the types of genres that we all want. Here is an interesting one. Trading battle on the PlayStation. Of course, we have the best Godzilla over here. This is a weird version of Godzilla. Looks like the 80s version. Not really sure. It looks like.
I think Godzilla
He doesn't know what he wants to
grape
do.
soda.
He's an upper atmosphere Godzilla.
He's between jaws.
Reference down there.
Maybe. It's an RPG.
Build the wrestling.
It's a trading battle because it does take inspiration from Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon. I mean, you have all these cards of the desert and tank. What sucks about this is when you have a trading card game, you need hundreds of cards. You need 151 even, if you're Pokemon. There's not 151 Toho creatures. So they're so desperate that they have to put Zilla in there. And even Zilla's son, the Hatchling from the end of the movie, has his own card. Angerus can't believe Zilla's in this. And you watch these pictures kind of
I must go. My planets need.
Trading battle. I just got it in the mail not too long ago, and if you can like get through it's funny just to laugh at all the characters, and like it's weird to have an anime like RPG. I will not stream it. I refuse.
Anime Baby Godzilla, 10 out of 10.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting in a weird way because there's no game like it, and the list is not a sim. I mean, it's a little bit close, but I think it's a pretty interesting one.
Is it wrong that I almost walked this game?
It is not wrong, sir, but I would not go over to your house and play it with you. So we have Godzilla Generations.
On the Dreamcast.
And Godzilla Generations Maximum Impact. Neither version, I think, came over. Godzilla Generations was a launch title from Dreamcast in Japan, and it sure looks like it.
Nice graphics.
Now, Godzilla Generations Maximum Impact, we played this on Godzilla Week, is actually a much better game. You have this nice boss fight against Biollante. Graphics are way better. It's still not a great game, but it's worth tracking down.
That's awesome.
The Dreamcast, you're able to get it to play Japanese games fairly easily. And this one, it's a little clunky, but it's not too bad. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. I love how he's called Godzilla USA. That's great. And just go back to this. This is all you do. You stomp around an empty area.
Cheat code where you play as Dr. Sarah's out with a laser shooting out of his iPad.
Really? I saw some codes for that. I saw secret characters.
Now, you're supposed to be telling us that.
Yeah, but I was busy just getting this visual image to show up. So, Generations Maximum Impact is really, really interesting. Of the 90s, the late 90s rather, it's probably one of the best you can sort of get at the time. And it's worth tracking down. I thought it was pretty good. It's not worth tracking down? Godzilla.
That's like the movie.
Owned! Get owned 1998?
I was born in that year.
Wow.
Sorry.
It's alright.
So I wasn't even aware of this game, until a few years ago because I didn't like Game Boy Color. I kind of went straight to the Game Boy Advance and stuff. So what's a real shame about this? This came out in 2000. Striking while the iron's hot on all the popularity of Godzilla 1998. But it's a real shame because if they had waited just a little bit until the GBA came out, you could have had something a little more interesting than this.
Yeah.
They're just like I remember.
Godzilla movies where he focuses on one person at a time.
One person. You're dead. Yeah.
At least the show was good.
Yeah, the show is decent.
We slow the footage down.
This is all you do, in case you're wondering. You walk to the right. The Game Boy Color, incapable of, showing his left half. Only to the right.
What if Godzilla's wearing embarrassing pants?
Faster than his nipple bit. There's about two of these, and they're pretty much the same. Monster Wars and there's just Godzilla the series. They're both kind of just shooters, a little dry, a little boring, much like the movie, like I said. So what do we have next? Mr. Totopoulos. I don't even know what game. Oh, yeah. This is the Godzilla Domination on the GBA. And of course I chose to use the Japanese box art, which is really, really cute.
Well, at least we know it's hot.
Series.
I know, it's the hot series, this hot kaiju action. And this came alongside Godzilla Save the Earth around that time frame. And it's actually like a real hidden gem. If you're familiar with King of the Monsters on SNK. Yes, this was released in the US. I just used the Japanese box art because it's way cuter.
Real kick!
Yeah, and you have a lot of 4-on-4 monster fights. You have like single player, like one monster versus one monster. You have a cute reporter that kind of narrates the action as you're going through. Controls well, and I don't have video footage of it, but the final boss is gigantic Mecha Ghidorah, who's about the size of the entire screen. It's a really, really cool fight, and it plays well. And if you ever see this in a store or care to emulate, it's well worth tracking down. Really interesting thing about this game is the Japanese version actually has quite a few changes. Godzilla is more gray because green is actually, as any of you dorks might know, green is an inaccurate color. So for the Game Boy, you can see over here he's already kind of more gray. For the GBA version of this game in Japan, he was gray. They made some other slight changes here and there. And they really tried to market it. Like, even though it's an American-made game by Way Forward, who I'm big fans of, they at least really tried to appeal to the Japanese audience. Really awesome game.
Did some good Tokyo SOS stuff.
I wish they would Way Forward.
That soundtrack on the GBA.
This is Godzilla Monster Mayhem. That was released on an ancient device called a cell phone in 2009. Again, I didn't know about this game until like a while ago because I didn't have like this phone that could play games in 2009. It was separated into two games, two apps. I'm not sure you guys are familiar with that term, but there's a side-scrolling app and a 3D app, and for whatever reason, they chose to make the side-scrolling app 2D hand-drawn, as you can see here, and you basically just go through the level and you get power-ups. I love his little shuffle. He's a very cute Godzilla. You got scared of this truck. And then Monster Mayhem, the 3D fighting game, is a original one. And uses the amazing innovation known as touch controls. This is you cannot get this, unfortunately. Maybe there's some type of hack, but I tried my hardest to get that working. Could not. 2009 it got taken down from whatever stores it was released on, but it's a pretty curious little entry. Most people are familiar when you talk about Godzilla mobile games, the terrible Godzilla Crush 3, whatever it was called, and Strike Zone, the first-person shooter where you never really even see Godzilla in it. They got released on phones alongside.
I don't think you even shoot.
Yeah, I think I saw footage where you're just going from point A to point B.
It's just survive.
What are you shooting? Humans? Like, because there's no creatures.
Where you have to shoot something and make it fall
Make
down.
it fall down, right. Shoot that evil date.
Guns solve problems.
Yeah, exactly. So we're about to wrap down, and of course we have Godzilla the game. I streamed this game not too long ago. We did a video for it. This got really, really harsh reviews from a lot of people that don't know anything about Godzilla, like Angry Joe, of course. And I think it has its heart in its right place. It has a lot of love for all the source material. I didn't even know that you can get one of the special moves you can unlock later in the game is Godzilla can fly from Hedorah. Yeah, do that. That's an unlockable move where Godzilla shoots himself backwards and he rockets himself with his own breath. He can do the dance move from Godzilla vs. Zero as an attack. He can shoot the smoke rings that Manila can shoot. there's a lot of love for the entire Godzilla franchise.
The only thing missing is the sliding tail kick from Godzilla vs. Megalon.
Yeah, you wish you could have the drop
That would be
kick
way
or
OP in that game.
the huge body slams from Godzilla vs. Megaguirus.
So this thing was also released on PS3?
Yeah, there is a PS3 version. It's lacking a lot of features. I don't think it has the multiplayer mode or something like that.
Missing a lot of guys.
Yeah, this has the PS4 version has way more monsters. But of course it's lacking a little polish. It's a little slow. People don't like the fact that you have to. It's basically a generator destroying simulator for the most part. Here you can see some footage if you guys are not familiar with it. You have a lot of monsters. They all have like at least one or two really unique moves. Angus is going to do one there. Super sick. And there you go, of course. And look at this. You watch this.
Made of steel.
It's a really cool game. It does lack some features. You can't play it locally, no multiplayer. You have to play it online, which kind of stinks. But it's a game that I would think it had a lot of potential. If they made a sequel, that would be awesome.
I hear they are making a second one in Japan.
They are making another Godzilla game. We're going to get to that in a second. The first one I want to talk about is Godzilla is featured in this game, which is the city shrouded in shadow, where you play as a human that's running away from all the destruction. And there's no Godzilla footage of this game yet, but you see a little tease of him right at the end of this clip. You see a big fat thigh stomped down right here. And this is going to have Ultraman in it as well as another cameo. And this is a really unique perspective to have a Godzilla game in, I think.
Apparently
it's never been done before. And this is made by the developers of the Disaster Report series, I believe. So that'd be really cool.
So American Endeavor.
Yeah, and like someone mentioned, there is one more game Japan is currently working on, Godzilla VR, based on Shin Gojira. So it's coming out October when the PlayStation VR headset comes out. And I have a bit of footage right here. This is a secret. No one's ever seen this before. So that's coming out.
Truly, the way to the future is now.
Godzilla does at the bottom of the ocean.
All the time. He's getting hyped. He's so sassy. So that you know what? Just leave that on for anyway. That for now is the last announced Godzilla game to be in development that I think is an official one at least. We skipped over some games there, but there's even a lot of fan games out there. If anyone wants to look for those, there's one called Daikaiju something or other. It's a complicated last name. It's a fan game for a lot of Godzilla creatures, and maybe, hopefully, one day Kaiju Combat will also come out. So
50 years from now.
50 years from now. So sorry about that late start, guys, but that concludes everything for Godzilla versus video games, giant monsters, giant pixels fall out attack. Sorry.
All right, so what is this?
This is Godzilla Blood. This is the final libation of the G-Fest.
Okay, Godzilla
And,
Blood.
Occasionally, it will cause your flight to delay till Tuesday.
Okay, well, I'll try. I can hold my liquor, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Some robot. It's Godzilla! Yeah! Whoa!